Hi there, it's Ivan and you're watching Puzzle Guy channel. This week I've solved an easy puzzle, I've solved medium difficulty level puzzle, and today I'm gonna attempt to solve a difficult puzzle. The name of today's puzzle is Dufour. It was designed by Dr. Volker Latussek and I really enjoy solving his puzzles. And it was made by Pelikan in Czech Republic and I really enjoy solving puzzles made by Pelikan, but probably you've noticed it on my channel. The name of today's puzzle comes from the name of one of the founders of International Committee of the Red Cross, Henry Dufour, and that's why there is a red cross in a design of this puzzle. And usually Dr. Volker Latussek pay a lot of attention to the design of his puzzles, and all of them looks really interesting. For example, this puzzle, at the first glance it looks very complicated, and when you start solving it, it's becoming even more complicated. So here we have a shape of a red cross, but we have to remove all parts from the frame and put them back inside in such a way that none of the parts are gonna stick out. So all the parts will be below the line of the box. But I think that this puzzle has two challenges, since first you have to put all of them inside the box, and the second challenge, maybe even more difficult, is to put all these 8 parts back into the shape of the red cross. So it's going to be very interesting to solve this puzzle, and it's going to be very interesting to try solve it both ways, putting in the box and making the red cross shape. So if you like Dufour puzzle and you want to buy it, I will put a link in the video description as always. And if you want to see my attempt to solve the puzzle, keep watching the video.
And now let's try to solve the Dufour puzzle. It feels very nice in hands since it is made by Pelikan, and it looks great since this puzzle was designed by Dr. Volker Latussek. Let's remove this part. Oops, one piece just fell out, so let's try to remove all parts. Here is the frame where we have to put all parts back in such a way that none of them are gonna stick out. And here is the shape. Let's take a look at it. On one side we have a red cross, on the other side we have a square, and I think that I have to take a closer look at this puzzle first, since this puzzle has two objects in my opinion. First one is to put all parts inside the frame, and second one is to remove all parts and put them back in this beautiful shape, and that's going to be probably even more difficult than putting them all inside the frame. So let's start the stopwatch and try to solve the puzzle. And again, I'm going to take a closer look at the puzzle. So on this side we have one piece and two small pieces. Here we have a cross that looks like this. Okay, so just to know what I have to do later. And now let's take it apart. There are 8 parts. Let's take a closer look. I think that some of the parts are very similar. Oh, like these two. They are the mirror projection of each other. These two as well. Okay. Let's see what else we have here. These two. Okay, these two. And 2 more parts. They look like this. Okay. That's quite interesting. Okay, I think just the first idea that I have to grab 4 parts and the all mirror projections leave aside and try to assemble these 4 into some kind of shape. And if this shape is gonna look like a half of the shape that we have to fit inside, which is gonna be 4 by 4 by 3, so that means that we can create the second half from all other parts. But here there might be a small issue, since now I've just divided this parts into two groups, but what if I have to use this part, for example, instead of this one? Yeah, I can switch them. Or I have to use this part instead of this one. That can be a huge problem during solving the puzzle. So let's try to figure out if we can do something with these 4 parts, and if no, I have to see what I can do else. So from the very beginning it looks like something pretty strange. Okay, but this looks pretty logical. Let's see, maybe we can do something similar with 2 other parts, and then this shape becoming too wide. Okay, that looks pretty interesting. What if I stick one of the parts right here? Nope, not this one. Probably this one. I'm not sure if it is something that I'm looking for now. And here it's gonna be like 5 in a row. That is not correct. Yeah, but it looks pretty interesting. Okay, I've been able to add one more piece. And what's next? Where to fit this piece? Since now it looks pretty interesting. But this small part is not in the right place. Okay, let's try to find something else. What if I put it like this? Nope, I don't think so. Or maybe if I keep it like this. I know there is a part here that I can't fit anything. Or I can do it like this. Okay, let's try to imagine that we can create the other part. No. Nope, it's not gonna help me to make exactly the same shape and to assemble it again. So let's try to do something similar. I have to figure out how to do it first. So if, for example, this piece is here, another piece is gonna be somewhere here. Yep, that looks right. And if I put something, not this piece, not this one, something like, which piece? This one? Nope, it doesn't look the same. This one, yep. These two fits together perfect. So if I try to put them, okay, that looks pretty nice. I can stick it inside, but I'm not gonna be able to fit these 2 parts. So maybe I'm doing it right, but I have to figure out the way how to fit 2 more parts. So let's see, if I move it a little bit, no, it's not going to be enough space to fit this part. But that looks pretty interesting. If I had a piece that I can stick there, that would be nice, but nope. So probably I'm on a right way. Maybe I have to remove these parts and try to imagine how to put just these 2 parts together. Okay. And if I put this on top, I will be able to stick one of the parts here. Let's see which part is it gonna be. Not this one, not this one. Probably that's gonna be this piece. Okay. That looks interesting, and I think this is what I'm looking for. Let's try again. I have no idea how I came up with this shape, but that looks interesting. Let's see if I can repeat this shape with other parts. So which part I've used? So I think that I have to stick something like this. These go no, not this one. Where is that part that I started with? And if I keep it like this, no, that doesn't look like what I'm doing now. Okay, let's see, maybe if I put this here, nope, not like this. Okay, let's try to take this part apart and see what has happened there. So this piece, not this one, but this piece here, this piece supposed to be right here. Okay, that looks pretty nice, I think. Nope, again, not something that I'm looking for. Here supposed to be another piece, probably this one. Okay, and here I can fit this piece, and I have only one piece left. That's gonna be this one and this one, and wow, 25 minutes. Okay, that was quite difficult, and that was probably very quick, 25 minutes. So there is a logic here. Let's try to take it apart and see what was the logic, which parts I had to use. I think that I've used like one of each kind, but how to figure out which parts are these, that's gonna be the question. So this one, this part, this was like this, and this part was like this. Okay, so it was definitely that I had to use one of these, but it was difficult to figure out these parts. Let's try to assemble it again. I don't think that I can do it again. That's gonna be quite interesting if I can repeat it now. So let's see, one of the parts was like this, and I had to combine it with one of other parts. That might be quite a challenge now. Okay, that looks good. Nope, not like this. This way. This goes here, and the last piece. Oh, I think that this time I've been able to repeat it pretty quick. Okay, let's try the other one. That's quite difficult to figure out which piece I have to start with, and then it becoming a little bit easier. So for example, this piece, and I have to use it with something different like this. Okay, this piece goes in here, and the last one goes on top, and the puzzle is assembled. No, hey, that was kind of nice at the very beginning, but now it feels like I can't put them together. Oh, okay, I can. So, okay, the first part of the puzzle is solved. That took me 28 minutes to solve it and then understand how I've been able to do it. Now let's try to make it even more difficult and try to assemble the second shape, which is gonna be the cross shape, and that's gonna be difficult. The only thing that is gonna help me here is that I have different colors for the cross and for the body, and that's probably the only thing that I can use. So now I will start with the part on the bottom, and I'm pretty sure this piece is gonna be that bottom piece, since I don't see any other parts which have similar shape. And then the shape of that square was like one bar with two squares. And now I have to figure out which piece I have to stick here. And the issue is that this piece is going to be only one here, and there's not supposed to be any other parts on this layer. Yeah, so this looks pretty nice, but here there's another color piece that is right in this layer, and that is not good. If I try to do it like this, it doesn't work as well. So there's going to be another piece that probably looks like this. Or let's see if there are other parts that's gonna look similar. This one, nope, it's gonna create huge part outside. That's not good. That looks pretty interesting, but I don't think this is correct, since a huge part of the cross is somewhere will be hidden in the middle. That is not good. So probably this is the only piece that goes right here. Okay, but that's probably it. I don't know what else I can do. The rest is gonna be quite difficult to solve. These two seems nice for me, but I'm not 100% sure what else I can stick in here. I can't put this part, but I can put like this. Okay, that is quite interesting, and that makes like a more interesting shape here. So what's gonna be next? There are supposed to be parts here that gonna create something like this. Okay, what is gonna be next piece, for example? What I can put in here that is gonna create a nice beautiful shape. Not this one. Yeah, this piece doesn't look correct there. Okay. So this looks pretty nice, and if this looks pretty nice, that means that I have to find some other pieces that I can put on top. Probably this piece is gonna look nice here, and if I find a piece that's gonna be, I think it's a nice place for another piece that is gonna be right here. But which one is that? Probably this one. Okay, that is like a huge step on a way to create a nice cross, I think. So let's see what else I can add here. So for example, if I put this here, that looks pretty nice. It's difficult to keep them. What else I can do? Nope, not this piece. Oh, this one. That looks nice. And I have only two parts left, and I think that I can fit them. The only question is where to fit them in a correct way. Nope, not like this. Hey, don't fall apart. I don't need that. Okay, I'll keep it like this for a while. Let's see, I need to make this one here. Oh, and this one fits here. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, that's it. I've been able to make the shape again. Yeah, that looks like a cross, and it looks like the cross that I made at the very beginning. So it took me 38 minutes to solve this puzzle in two different ways. The first one is to fit inside, and the second one is to create the cross shape again.
That was my attempt to solve Dufour puzzle. It was a really challenging puzzle, but my approach from the very beginning was pretty much correct. I don't know why, but from the very beginning I knew that I have to grab half of these parts and start making something with them, and then assemble similar shape with another 4 parts and then assemble together, and that was pretty much correct. But it was quite difficult to figure out which parts you have to use, since you could pick any of 4 parts and then just try to replace them with some others, and eventually you will be able to figure out the way how to assemble the half of the shape and then add another half. So great puzzle. And the second solution was much more complicated, since I don't know if there is logic there. The only thing that helped me is that all these parts have red parts on top, so I knew that on one of the sides there is a square, red square. So I've started trying to find pieces that create this square, and then try to figure out which parts to use, and that was really challenging. Have no idea if there is any logic there, but I've been able to assemble it, and I'm really glad. I don't know if I can repeat it now, but probably it's gonna take me 10-15 minutes more to assemble it again to this beautiful shape with the red cross. So great puzzle, really enjoyed solving it. If you like Dufour puzzle and you want to buy it, link is as always in the video description. And if you enjoyed watching my video, hit the like button, don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, and push the bell button to be notified every time I upload new video. See you next time.